to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast Liverpool here. Just finished his workout. The Romford Bull himself, Johnny Fisher. All right, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you? How was your trip up?
I was just talking about this. I got on the train here. I'd rather get on the train, but you was driven here, so it's different.
I don't like the train. I'll get on the train, but it's just someone's next to you, someone opens up a packet of pasta or like a sausage roll next to you, they're smacking their lips, you know. It's not the nicest environment to be in, is it? I've had it plenty of times on the way back from uni. Not nice.
That's why you don't like the train, in case someone opens up a bit of food that you can't eat.
Yeah, like a tuna sandwich or a sausage roll.
Everywhere you can eat what you want.
No, I'm just saying, it's not the fact I can't eat it, just I don't want someone smacking their lips next to where I'm sitting. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Just like ruffling their bag about. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just, do you ever get that? People eating near you, it really irritates me.
If it's ain't crunchy, maybe.
Crunchy or like smacking their lips or really gulping really loud. Yeah, not a fan.
Okay, fair enough. So what happens at home then when everyone's munching for a Chinese?
We're all munching at the same time, so no one can hear each other, so we can only hear our own munching. But it does annoy my dad as well. Like if Henry comes down and he's ruffling through the cupboards, just like trying to take snacks, it is infuriating to us. It must be in our DNA.
Well, sorry to hear that anyway.
Yeah, that's right, no problem, it's fine.
Back out in action, obviously, this weekend. As usual, a lot of support coming up for you from Essex and wherever else this weekend. So, yeah, the journey continues in Liverpool this week.
It does. And another step on the ladder, 8-round fight, so slowly stepping up little things at a time. A game opponent as well. We've just come off an 8-round fight, I think, or 6-round fight. He went the distance, so he's going to be match fit, so I've got to be ready.
What do you know about your opponent? What else do you know about your opponent, shall I say?
I've only seen only one of his fights. You know, like you like to have a look on YouTube. And he got dropped in the first round, but then he survived for the whole 6 rounds and came back into it. So I'm thinking like he's proud. He's not just gonna take a shot and go down. He's gonna be proud and he's gonna come and have a go. So if I do land on him, I've got to make sure that I do finish him.
Very, very confident talk, but we expect that from you. No, it's confident. Yeah.
If I do get someone hurt, I've got to make sure that they get put out of there. That's what you want to do, but that's not me overlooking him because he's fit, he's strong, and he likes to wing one over the top. So if my hand's too low, I'm going to be in trouble.
It does look like you have trimmed down again. Is that true or not?
Not really, no. I just think, I don't know. I'm not planning to. It's just the way it is. I was 17 stone yesterday. But for some reason, when I get to the fight week, I'll go down 3 or 4 pounds. I don't know if my eating's changing, or sometimes I weigh 17 stone 7. Like it fluctuates over a stone up or a stone down. I don't know why. It just does.
Okay. I'm due to come on the Big Fishes podcast.
Yeah. And apparently you want to have a spot on my settee so you don't have to drive home in the morning. You're going to be on the whiskies.
No, I'm not really a whiskey drinker, to be fair, but I just think if we're going to have a proper night,
you want to unwind properly, don't you? So you can sleep on the settee and a Rottweiler can keep you company downstairs.
That sounds charming. Who decides like the food order?
Big John. If you want anything added on, you just add what you want in. And they always do a special dish as well. Like last time they've done tangy prawns, they've done a special pork dish before, so there'll be a little surprise in there as well.
My favourite, generally, I've not even really said this before, but is salt and chilli king prawns.
Yeah, they're my favourites as well.
Are they?
High five. Salt and chilli butter.
Yeah, they're my favourites.
Anything in salt and chilli is going to be good, but the prawns, when they're fresh out, like when you eat in with them as well, they're a different level because they're so succulent and crispy at the same time.
So maybe get a few portions of them in.
Of course, we're going to get a couple of portions of them, no problem.
Do you know what? I don't know what to expect when I come and do this podcast.
Is it just you coming, or are you bringing Lee, or are you going to bring someone?
Do I have to? Why? You said that like it's going to be like a bit of ag going on there.
No, there's no ag. You don't have to turn up mob-handed, but I'm just saying, sometimes it's nice if you bring a guest, but you'll be all right on your own, won't you? Because you can talk for England, can't you?
Well, I should like to think so, but I mean, listen, Lee Eaton, if you are watching this, then yeah, you're more than welcome to turn up.
It's just funny, sometimes you bounce off each other, like when you have a guest with another guest, like when Fabio came around with Rob, we got some more stories out, because Rob was saying, what about this? And then Fab was going, hang on, what about this? And then there's some funny stories come out, you know?
Well, if Lee Eaton is available, then he can come. If not, I'll bring a special guest.
No, well, it's up to you. Just don't make them, keep it PG, yeah, with your guests.
All right, okay.
Lee Eaton's as far as we go.
Yeah, that's the extreme level of PG as well.
Yeah, that's extreme.
John, I'll just ask your opinion. What do you make of this Tyson Fury and USYK situation? Do you think the fight's going to happen?
Yeah, I do think the fight's going to happen. I think things like this come out on purpose. Listen, when people negotiate fights, I never believe that, oh, it's nearly done or it's done that. Sometimes something like this happens and it spurs it all into gear. Do you know what I mean? You could be waiting 6 months for a fight to be made. We've probably been waiting about that time anyway. So you probably, next week, they might say, oh, it's close to being done again. So I don't really pay much attention to it. All different things are going to come out in the next few weeks about it. Let's just hope it gets made. Don't worry about the rest of it.
Yeah, I mean, the more we see on social media, obviously, we're kind of led to believe. I mean, today didn't sound too positive from what we're reading, but then again, you're right. Until the fight's done, stop worrying about it.
We can't. What are we going to do? We're not going to influence it, so you can't worry about that. It's like getting on a plane and worrying it's going to go down every single time. But you can't control it, can you?
It's the most extreme comparison ever.
I'm just thinking, like, you can't control if the Chinese is going to arrive hot or cold until it's delivered. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them things. You just got to have faith that it's going to happen because we all want it. Just like we want our Chinese on a Saturday night, we want to see Fury Usyk. Bash.
What happens if the Chinese does turn up cold?
We'll probably just still eat it, to be fair. Right. We're not that fussy when it comes to it. I like eating Chinese cold. That's the best part. You know, like at 11 o'clock at night, match of the days on.
Have a little pick.
The double dip. And I'm telling you, that house special chow mein, when you eat it cold, it tastes so much better. It's just a little bit creamier. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
I'm not joking either.
You're rethinking my views on Chinese.
Just try it. Just try it.
You got ELLE Brooke here. She's coming to support you.
Yep.
She's always at your fights. It's great.
Yeah,
always
great.
supporting your fights.
She's always supporting and she's a true professional as well when she comes down to it. She trains as hard as anyone else. She's as dedicated as anyone else. So fair play to her. And trust me, the improvement she's made. When she first came in, she was all right. She could have a fight. But under Mark, she's just developed tenfold. So watch out for ELLE Brooke.
I did ask her, I just interviewed her there, and I said to her about, it looks like you are taking it seriously, and I know that because obviously she's wrapped round you guys and Mark, etc. So that step alone kind of suggests that she's taking it seriously.
Definitely, and I would be honest with you, if she weren't taking it seriously and I thought, oh, she's just messing about it, like some of them YouTube boxers do, I would say, yeah, she's having a go, she's not really that interested. I'll tell you the truth, but she's as dedicated as anyone else in that gym, so that's what you want to train around, people who are dedicated.
Somebody just tried to take the pants down there.
Don't have that.
It was Akeem Fiaz.
Don't have that, Cougs, don't have that.
But yeah, looking forward to a good night in Liverpool and kind of, the next step of your career, basically.
Yeah, well, the big thing is it's an 8-round fight, so you learn a lot about yourself in an 8-round fight, and we'll see how far. We've just got to keep building all the time. It's not just about the actual fight, it's about the sparring rounds and stuff like that as well. So everything's developing till you get to them 10, 12-round fights, so it's all going in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Cheers, Cougs.
All right, well, listen, we'll crack on with the rest of your night, whatever you're going to do back at the hotel.
To eat, not Chinese, but, something healthy. Maybe some boiled rice. And
You'll save that for Saturday night?
No, Sunday night I have the Chinese. Saturday night I don't really eat that much. You're just going around buzzing or you're all caught up. But you have I remember last time I had a syrup sponge at 4 a.m. So that was nice. But Sunday night we have a Chinese.
What sponge?
Syrup sponge from the Hilton in Wembley.
Nice.
It was delicious. Really nice. Really, really nice. So yeah, I look forward to that. We've got room service in this one as well. So hopefully have that again. Why are you laughing so profusely?
No, I just honestly, it's like any fisher talking about food. It just it does light up my day.
Can't help it. Yeah. Well, you'll be round soon for a Chinese and a syrup sponge. So.
A couple of weeks and it's happening. Look, do you know what? Just before we go, no, I was just saying he was just talking about your progression in boxing and saying that I asked you earlier on how serious you're taking it, and he kind of just backed that up.
Yeah, no, I am taking it seriously, but I was saying, you know that feeling you're never doing enough?
Yeah,
so people are saying, do you take it seriously? But I'm like, maybe I'm not taking it seriously enough because I always feel like I could do more, but when's the limit?
But that's the challenge, when you know you've done enough and then you get better when you start relaxing and resting. Jimmy Tibbs told me that, just relax and rest, you've done more than enough. You train as hard as anyone in the gym, so it's about resting and recuperating as well.
I know. And when people get in your head, they're like, I do 2 sessions a day, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to do 3.
Yeah. She's trying to be like the goody two-shoes, so you just got to calm down a little bit.
You should calm down on those pads. No, but I am working hard, and I just want to be the best in this space. And these guys put their words and faith into me, so
trust me,
I need to
she's
prove.
improved tenfold. When I saw you spar last time, the right hand was like a shotgun, just going bang, bang, bang. So the improvements are there to be seen.
Yeah.
Watch out.
I know. Do you know there's a ex-MMA, well, there's an MMA fighter in the tournament. There's a girl who's 6'2".
That's it.
I know, so I'm challenging myself.
You are. She's going for it. So
That's about you, isn't it? Now you're 6'4", aren't you?
6'4", so a little bit shorter than me. But listen, I reckon you fought someone who was very tall last
Yeah,
time, and
exactly.
you blew her out of the park. So
know.
you can do it again.
I know, 100%. No excuses.
Yeah.
So if you was to ask on the out Johnny one question, make it good.
One question.
Go on, go for it.
One question.
Anything.
Okay. Where do you see yourself when you're 45?
Hopefully on a boat or a yacht in the Mediterranean with my own private Chinese chef cooking me campo prawns with a load of senoritas around me. Bash.
How many kids do you want?
4. How many do you want?
20.
20. All
No,
right.
I'm kidding, I don't want kids. I just want dogs and money. I don't feel like you can have Ferraris and
That's
have
a good
kids.
place to be in 45 on a yacht with loads of Chinese food around you. You can't go wrong with
You
that.
said multiple women. Are you going to have like one kid by
No,
one?
I just meant as friends.
You
I
just
didn't
meant
mean
your
anything
4
like that.
daughters.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I'm very good. I'm well
You
behaved.
want 20 kids?
No, that was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. I make them work for me. Work, bitch. Oh my god, that's a joke. That's lying. Is this the end of the interview? Clickbait.
Yeah.
Like bad. B. O. S. He doesn't get it.
We don't do clickbait, do we? We don't do clickbait at IFL, do we?
You don't need to. You don't need to. You're big enough, mate. You're big enough. You're the big.
Absolutely do clickbait, I've got to say. We
Like
absolutely do.
Bunker, what you did with her.
I'm not commenting. I'm not commenting.
That was mean.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't you, but
Just calm down.
yeah.
I'm trying to get something to eat now, all right?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you back at the hotel. Johnny Fisher, thank you very much. Elle Brooke, thank you very
Bye,
much.
mate.
See ya.
I'm going to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.